I know that Spanish is a very, very important language in the wider digital education landscape. I was talking to my colleagues from MyriadX, and they tell me that they have vast numbers of Spanish learners who are only interested in learning in Spanish. FutureLearn is still a primarily English language platform. We offer some Spanish subtitling, for example, but we recognize the importance in being able to deliver online learning in the languages that other societies need it.
I think Spanish is very important. It's a language which is obviously growing in importance at the moment. We have one example of teaching programming in Scratch, where we have the identical MOOC. First Edinburgh produced it in Spanish with partners in Uruguay, and then we produced it in English, and that has been very good. Having bilingual or trilingual MOOCs, which might be in Spanish, English and German, for example, is a very good idea.
Spanish is the second or third language of the world, so I think we are from that point of view, in a very good position. When we talk about MOOCs, and of course, I mean, the English language has got a huge presence. Spanish, there are many also courses and platforms that teach in Spanish. We not only need to make it in Spanish, we have to make it in all European languages.
We've done our best to promote courses in the Spanish language. We have about 200 courses that are in Spanish, others translated, at least the subtitles into Spanish. We work with Latin American and Spanish partners to produce that content. I think it's a growing market, a little bit behind North America and Northern Europe. I don't think it will be for long. I think the MOOCs will have a big impact in the Spanish-speaking world.
The Spanish language is very important for us. We have a total of almost 12 million students from every single country in the world on edX. They've taken more than 40 million courses on edX. Spanish is a very important language for us, and I'm very pleased to announce that today we launched our Spanish platform.
I think it's essential. What we discovered in our case is that we have two kinds of MOOC in my university, MOOCs in French and MOOCs in English subtitled in French. And the MOOCs subtitled in French are not much used in French-speaking countries. Because these MOOCs are difficult, so you have the cognitive load of listening and understanding the MOOC. If in addition you have the cognitive load of the subtitle, it's a bit too much. So I think you are right to produce MOOC in Spanish. It's very important to keep this direction.
It's the third language most spoken in the world, in internet. And clearly, one of the reasons actually that MyriadX was launched, because we really believed that we wanted to have content of high quality from the best universities of Spain and Latin America for our 500 million Spanish and Portuguese speakers that we have in Spain and Latin America. So for us, it's something absolutely strategic. And actually, we've closed an agreement with the largest, one of the most important universities in China, Tsinghua, because they believe that Spanish is the language of the future, and they want their students to actually learn the language and to promote the Spanish in China. So we're quite excited.